Welcome back to 15 Lanes Talk Game Week 21 preview show. We are going to talk about all the games that are taking place in midweek as Chelsea will be traveling to the Cleveland Cottage to face Fulham in the London Derby. Manchester City will be hosting Brighton at the Etihad Stadium with hopes of getting back to their winning ways. And Manchester United will be traveling with Darren Fletcher to Turf Moor as an interim manager. Arsenal will be welcoming Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium, hoping to extend their lead on the top of the table. Let's go! Fulham versus Chelsea. The West London Derby. Both teams are going into this game hoping to bounce back to their winning ways after dropping points in back-to-back games. But some of the biggest talking points in this game: Chelsea confirmed the signing of a new manager from Strasbourg, Liam, as we are all hoping to see him in the stand at the Cleveland Cottage as Chelsea will be taking on Fulham. But Chelsea have also been winless in the last 4 games. Are they going to get their first win against Fulham at the Cleveland Cottage? And we know Fulham at the Cleveland Cottage is not an easy place to go to. Last week we saw Liverpool dropping points there with that late strike from Reed for Fulham to get a draw against Liverpool. One of the positives going into this game, Caicedo will be back in the Chelsea squad after serving his 1-match suspension against Manchester City. If Chelsea beat Fulham in this game, they will have a chance to close the gap on Liverpool, who will be playing on Thursday against Arsenal. Manchester City versus Brighton. Currently, Manchester City, who are chasing Arsenal in the title race, are welcoming Brighton at the Etihad Stadium, who are also looking for their first win at the Etihad Stadium. They have never beaten Manchester City at the Etihad. You understand? But some of the biggest talking points going into this game, the injury crisis Manchester City are going through right now. Their last game against Chelsea, we saw Vardy and Ruben Diaz going off with injuries. And we're waiting for the reports or the assessment from the medical team, and they said they will have long-term injuries plus John Stones, who will be out. You understand? But since we are in January, are we going to see Manchester City go about this in our review show of Game Week 20, saying are we going to see Manchester City go in the market to fix that? Because we saw it last summer. They did it. And right now, there were some rumors that they may go for Mark Gehi of Crystal Palace. You understand? It's a developing rumor, but let's see how it's going to go. Manchester City just completed the signing of Semenyo. We know he won't play this game against Brighton, but they completed that. And also, in the same way of injury crisis, Oscar Bob is out, and Savio plus Mahmoush, who is at AFCON. So this signing of Semenyo had to happen. Yeah? Both teams are also missing important players to AFCON. On the side of Man City, they have Mamouche is out. The other hand of Brighton, Baliba, an important player, and we are seeing him at AFCON, how important he is for Cameroon. You understand, who qualified for the quarterfinals in the AFCON. Haaland is goal drought 3 games without scoring. Are we going to see him back on the score sheet at the Etihad Stadium when they take on Brighton? Or is he going to black out? You understand? Because all this season, Manchester City have been struggling, and Haaland was their beacon of light. And right now, they have dropped points back-to-back games, making 2 draws, and he did not score. Is he going to get back on the score sheet, or is he going to go missing again? Burnley versus Manchester United. Manchester United will be traveling to the Turf Moor Stadium to take on Burnley, hoping to bounce back to their winning ways after back-to-back draws that led to the sacking of Ruben Amorim. Some of the talking points in this game is going to be a new era for Manchester United, as Darren Fletcher will be the interim manager. What does this mean for Darren Fletcher to be the interim manager for Manchester United? And what are we going to see? We may see Manchester United go to a back 4 for the first time. You understand? Since Ruben Amorim is not there, Manchester United may change their formation to a back 4, and we saw how it works magic for them against Newcastle. Magic was there, and even in their last game, there was magic when they went to a back 4. That's how they scored the goal. You understand? To get that point against Leeds United. Burnley are winless in 11 games. Are they also going to get their first win against Manchester United at the Tafmo Stadium? Because wonder may happen. Manchester United right now, they're struggling here and there. Understand? And even though Manchester United, if you go head to head, Manchester United have been dominating this fixture, but we don't know what's going to happen. Matthias Cunha, we saw him when Manchester United went in that back four, how he came back to life. You understand? So this time around, we know Darren Fletcher may go with a back four against Burnley. So we expect to see Matthias Cunha doing a lot and getting involved a lot in this game. Talk about Kobbie Mainoo. Are we going to see Kobbie Mainoo back in the Manchester United squad since Ruben Amorim was sacked? You know, Kobbie Mainoo was outcast by Ruben Amorim. You understand? And even Ruben Amorim's system, he used to play a 4-3-3, which means there was an extra defender and there was no space for Kobbie Mainoo, who was competing with Bruno Fernandes in that space. But if they go back to a back four, which means there will be space for an extra attacker in that in the new system that Darren Fletcher will prefer to use. So are we going to see Kobbie Mainoo back in the Manchester United squad? And some rumors have been out here saying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer may return to Manchester United. You understand? But that's also a developing story. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Arsenal will be welcoming Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium, hoping to extend their lead to 9 points, only if Manchester City drop points against Brighton. On the other hand, Liverpool will also be hoping to bounce back to their winning ways as they have been struggling of late. Some of the talking points going into this game, it's about revenge on the other hand of Arsenal. We know in game week 3, Liverpool snatched a win against Arsenal at the Anfield with that wonder strike from Szoboszlai. You understand? It was a game of small margin. Is Arsenal going to get a win against Liverpool at the Emirates come Thursday? And remember, Arsenal have made Emirates a fortress. They have won 7 consecutive games in the Premier League at the Emirates Stadium. And in this second half of the season, most big teams are going to be coming to the Emirates. Yeah? Ekitike, on the other hand of Liverpool, is doubtful for this game against Arsenal. And we know how influential or important he has been for Liverpool in the past games, you understand? But this time around, he's doubtful. So Liverpool may go with Gakpo, as we saw in their last game against Fulham, as Gakpo was leading the line. Are we going to see Eze get some minutes in this Liverpool game? Because the last 4 games he has been unused sub. You understand? He cost 60 million. He cost 65 million for Arsenal, but he has been unused sub. Maybe it's about squad rotation and protecting the player. Right now, we are seeing Manchester City. If you see how Guardiola has been using his player, that's why he has been caught up with injuries right now. You understand? Maybe it has been about squad management and risking less with injuries. Set pieces is going to be the most important thing in this game, as we know how good Arsenal are at set pieces and how Liverpool struggle defending set pieces. Maybe this game is going to be like the first leg whereby it was settled with set piece. You understand? Because we all know Liverpool struggle to defend set pieces and Arsenal are good at it. So let's just wait on Thursday and see what's going to unfold in this game between Arsenal and Liverpool.